Sunny today, high of 47.
And we want to welcome live in studio a good friend of ours, good friend of mine, been knowing him a long time, the head coach of the varsity Cambridge South Dorchester boys basketball team, Mr. Shawn Tucker.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
I'm doing well. It's a little early on my day off, but it's exciting to be able to do something like this on your day off. So it's really
Well, we
not a day off
appreciate
for
it.
me.
Yeah, we appreciate that. So I'm in something. I feel like I'm in like my head a little bit. Because
I love it when Bill gets like
no, because we talked it out this morning, like on the air, because you guys are really good. It's going to be a real good game tomorrow night. You guys are playing Decatur at the Wycomico Civic Center, and we'll get into that coming up in a sec. But like I started like getting in my head over the weekend, like I'm a Decatur guy,
Yeah.
and you know that,
Yeah, I do.
And
Loyalty is important.
and like I haven't had Coach BJ on yet, and I got Shawn Tucker sitting here. He's my boy, and I'll have him on anytime. This is an open door for you.
Yeah.
But
oh, man.
I'm like, hold on, am I going to get some
BJ,
flack?
don't take it personal. BJ.
Am I going to get some flack?
That's why you have to learn to be proactive, and not
Right.
reactive.
But but it's all good. So welcome. Thanks so much for
Thank
coming
you.
in, man. And I got to tell you, you were not only the head coach for Cambridge South Dorchester, like, the basketball community is it's huge, but it's also a small community. So everywhere, you're all over, man. I see you out reffing games. I see
Yeah.
you on the sidelines coaching. I see you in the stands. I mean, every basketball event that, we go to, normally I run into yourself.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
So, I mean, you just love the sport. You were talking about
do.
off the air how that's your life.
It's been part of my life for 2 decades now. I may have this baby face, but I've been around for a little bit, and it kind of keeps me young. It also keeps me in a loop, and I understand like the kids that are coming up. So as a coach, we just don't coach for the season. We coach all year round. So in
Yeah.
order to be a good team or a great team, you got to know the kids, and you got to know what you're building for the future. We're not just a team; we're a program, and that's a little different aspect. You want to build, we go all year round, and which is time consuming, but at the same time, excuse me, I get it and I understand that basketball is my life. I knew I was going to be good at a couple of things, and coaching was one of the things I was going to be good at.
And you said, like, coming up, football was your number one.
Yeah, football is my number one sport. My mom got me into it early. She said, you and your brother need something to do with all this energy you got.
Yeah.
So my neighbor was always going to football. And I was like, all right, can I catch a ride? Let's go. And then I ended up coming back home with a helmet and shoulder pads. She was like, what is this? So I fell in love with football from the very beginning, but also got us out the house, and it was able to get some energy out. And then I didn't really pick up the basketball until 8th grade. And then moved in my 9th grade. And then I realized after 9th grade, I went to a Morgan Wooten basketball camp. So, young men, young women get an opportunity to go to camp. I know, sometimes it can be financially taxing, but go to camp. And after my 9th grade year, I moved up to varsity because of that. And then
Wow.
it went from football to basketball because I realized that, playing quarterback wasn't going to be a lifelong thing I wanted to do. Now I see how much money they make. I should have probably made a better decision. But
No, but you had a purpose for them kids.
yeah. In basketball, I realized that, I was either going to go to NBA or I was going to be a coach in basketball because during timeouts, like the coaches was always asking me to like talk about the plays and let everybody know. I said, aren't they in the huddle with me? Don't they hear the same thing? But I knew at that early age that I was going to be a coach because I could understand what the coach was saying.
Yeah.
I just had to relay the message to our young men in our language. So football is my love. I still love football. I watch the Super Bowl even though I'm an Eagles fan and and I wasn't, we weren't in the Super Bowl, but we were there.
Right.
I'm still a football guy, but basketball is still my heart right now.
And you like I said, you're reffing the AAU games. There's not like a basketball event, that I don't see out there. So I mean, you're doing it for the kids in the community, man. So
Absolutely. There's a couple of people. First of all, one of my mentors is in the game prior to me, and that's Willie Downing. He's the head coach of the Waha Girls.
Okay.
I know it pains me to say this, but go Tribe, and he knows our relationship. And also Warren White. They were two young men who poured into me in coaching, and it's the same thing I want to do, and the same thing that the other guys around here, like your Bubbies and your Jamaicals, they're doing the same thing that, a couple guys poured into us, and we've got to keep this thing moving, so to speak, pass the baton. I don't know how much longer I got at this thing, but I'm going to try to do as much as I can with the time that I have to.
you're a
make
young
sure
guy.
these kids,
You got plenty of time.
I got some energy. They keep me young.
Wow. Well, congratulations, Cambridge South Dorchester. You guys had a fantastic season.
Thank you.
Yeah, talk to us about it.
It was interesting. And as I think back now that the dust is starting to clear, we finished 20-2. And the one
Wow.
game we lost, it doesn't count. It's the Governor's Challenge, but it was a great game. We played against a really good team from Delaware, Sussex Central, well coached by Coach Shawn. And we lost a heartbreaker, regular season game to Queen Anne's, which we were up in that game. But we learned from it and we built. So it's been an interesting season. The guys have worked hard. My coaching staff. Also, I want to shout out my coaching staff. Coach Ryan, Coach Rel, Coach Mark, Coach Perkins, even my managers. It's a team effort. And like I said, we're not just a team, we're a program. And I hold everybody accountable. Like coaching at a college level is a different experience. Nobody can just kind of hide in the shadows. Everybody has to work. So that's why I expect everybody to work. And so we're going to be ready tomorrow. Coach Ryan is my defensive coach, and we've been texting. This is super exciting. We haven't been able to get sleep since the last couple of days since we found out. Officially we're in it, and I'm on him. Who's the matchups? What are we going to do? What are we going to run? I know he's getting tired of me, but at the same time, it's exciting for the coaching staff and it's school period. Also, Coach Stover, Principal Stover, excuse me. He's does a big part. He kind of like stays out of our way, but he also supports from a distance anything we need. So I'm excited about this, and it's good for the school, good for the guys. Second year, last year we won the regional championship, and we lost in the semifinals of the state by 2 points. So we're looking to avenge that. I know there's some local teams that are waiting for us in the playoffs.
Yeah.
We'll see what we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Including Decatur.
Yeah.
So but tomorrow.
But fortunately, Decatur's they're 3A and we're 1A. So after tomorrow, we won't see them. But there's some other teams in the county that I won't say now, but we'll see them. So.
Okay. Well, look, tomorrow we're looking forward to some good ball. Of course, the 2024 Bayside Championships, Wacomico Civic Center, doors open at 5:15. You have to get tickets in advance. You can go to gofan.co, 6 p.m., the Girls Championship. They got Wacomico at Queen Anne's. And, of course, 7:30, the Boys Championship, Decatur at Cambridge, South Dorchester. Who are some key players that, you're looking for, some plays tomorrow night?
Obviously, I'm looking for Sean Moody. He didn't play our last game, so he's chomping at the bit to get back on the court. Looking for Colby Ennels to play. I'm also looking to go against a tough 3A team. Coach Johnson's done a really good job, not just this year, but in the past. He has several guys playing college basketball now, and it's going to be a team. We're going to see that type of size when we go across the bridge in the 1A. So it's a great opportunity for our kids to get to play against, some tough competition. Also those guys, because, we're going to bring it. We're holding teams to 51 points a game, so we're trying to keep that going. And I know both our teams are going to like to get in transition, so it's going to be fun. And we got some high flyers. It's fun to watch Kareem, when you're not playing against him. They fly up there, dunk two hands, but tomorrow it's not going to be so fun playing against them. But we also got some guys that can get on the rim and play above the rim. So it's going to be exciting. So I'm looking for those guys. Actually, I'm looking for a whole team effort. We had one of the big stats I talked about. We had 5 guys that averaged double figures this year, which is super important as far as our program. Guys just getting the opportunity to share the basketball. I preach one more, just pass the ball, share the ball. If you want somebody to pass you the ball, pass the ball. So we're just looking for a team effort, play discipline, and show just an area. If you haven't got your ticket, get your ticket just to show the area that we are North team, but we can play with the South team.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Again, you got to get tickets in advance. Tickets available only at gofan.co. Make sure to get on out there, support. There's flyers floating around social media. We have Coach Shawn Tucker live in studio, Cambridge, South Dorchester. We got more with him coming up. It's a Bill and Jessica show at 8:34.